Although my computer says I am offline. Ah, there we go. I should probably turn that one down. Put it back on charge. Okay, so we shall continue with what we were doing, but I don't know what that was. I don't know if my mic's on or off now, I'm confused. Okay, now I know which way's on and which way's off. Okay, right. Oh dear. Right, so I have no viewers. Alright, so let's get the pressed viewers. Viewers are right there. Oh, what's this about? Defend civilian. Thank you. Oh, wrong way. Yeah. Well, if you will run out in front of the carriages. Just turn this one down a smidge. I can't listen to that tune without thinking of Titanic anymore. What is it with this game? Like, I keep getting that Come Josephine, my flying machine, stuck in my head every time I play it. And now, what's it? I can't remember the name of the song. I know the lyric is those in peril on the sea or at the sea. Oh, we need to build up our loyalty there, because I think we're very close to getting full loyalty, so let's hijack a cargo? I could say hargo, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. Not the right thing there.
What's all the rockets?
What a way to draw attention to myself. noise and destruction. There's quite a lot. It'd be good to have a town. Find I think it's impossible to eat crisps quietly, so I'm going to turn my mic off. They're kettle chips, so they're loud. Wonderful. Tap over the thief. No, terrible English. Thief. I'm trying to get to it.
I'll slice you to bits.
17 out of 30 crowd fence. Isn't that fun? I did.
What's all that then? What's that over there? Oh! I don't like the sound of that. Some sort of commotion. Oh!
Overcome with gratitude.
What's going on?
Ooh. Ooh, Dr. Daniel's garments. Increase voltaic bomb damage by 20%. Ooh. We have things we can craft. Apparently, somewhere. Lion claws, Assassin's Creed, Night Terror cane. Oh, the Mars quick shot accuracy goes down though. Let's do it anyway. And then see what the upgrade is like. Oh, can't upgrade it. Darn. Baron Jourdain's finery. Oh no. Oh, thought I woke him up. I really need to move the PlayStation. wonder if there's an achievement for crafting every item. I didn't want to equip it. No. No, no, no. What was I actually... Let's go back to what I was actually... Weapons. Back to my cane. That was it. Oh, the upgrade preview. So we need £10,000 to upgrade that one. Gracious. Database. No, no. Westminster. Oh, there's lots of places. Okay, so before 1820, Belgrave Square was a rural farming area between the City of London and the nearby village of Knightsbridge. Considered a swamp and a haven for dog fighters, lovely. The land was developed by the landowners in collaboration with the high and mighty Grosvenor family. To create an expansion of London. The project was completed in 1825. The corners of this 10-acre square correspond with the 4 points of the compass. The largely uniform houses that line the square have been occupied by many notable English people, including ambassadors, politicians, and perhaps most famously Queen Victoria's mother, the Duchess of Kent. I bet bin day was fun. Hello, Duchess. My, that's a lot of bottles for recycling. Oh. Originally the banqueting... Oh, where is this? Chapel Royale. Originally the banqueting hall for the Palace of Whitehall, this building was constructed in 1622 from the designs of Inigo Jones. The banqueting hall was used by King James I to host receptions and performances that combined poetry, music, dance and costumes. I can't tell you how close these words are to my literal definition of hell. These performances, or masks, or absolute embarrassing travesties, were a trademark of the Stuart dynasty, and often promoted the divine power of the monarchy. Perhaps this is why I can never trust a man named Stuart. Of course, none of this did much good for Charles I. His disputes with Parliament sparked the English Civil War, and old Charlie was executed in front of the banqueting hall in 1649. Always embarrassing. When the Palace of Whitehall burned down in 1698, the banqueting hall was the only building to survive. A banqueting hall without a palace is not much of a banqueting hall, as my mother always said, so the building was converted to replace the also burnt-down Chapel Royale of Whitehall. These really were times when anything could happen, but it was mainly buildings burning down. In 1809, a second gallery was built onto the chapel in order to accommodate larger military services. It remained a royal chapel until 1891, when, with Queen Victoria's approval, it was converted into a museum. It remains, as yet, unburnt. And now we know. Devil's Acre. Every diamond has its flaws, and even a borough as posh as Westminster had a neighbourhood overflowing with crime and debauchery. Crime and debauchery. Tot Hill Fields, or Devil's Acre, as Charles Dickens called it, was so bad that the cops were afraid to walk through it. It was so bad that it helped popularise the word slum in the 1850s. It is believed that the area became so run down because it was used by the monks of Westminster Abbey to house criminals and debtors seeking sanctuary. Another possible reason is that the land was a marshy hotbed for diseases, undesirable to the wealthy people of Westminster. Whatever the reason, Devil's Acre was a blot on the city that many wanted removed. Because of its proximity to Westminster Abbey, Parliament and so on, Devil's Acre was seen as a cause to work for by London's philanthropists, not like Whitechapel, which was far away and nobody had to look at it. Dickens wrote extensively about Devil's Acre as a young reporter, and in 1847 he worked with millionaire Angela Burdett Coutts, scouts to found a safe house for Devil's Acre prostitutes called Urania Cottage. Missionaries worked the area constantly in the hopes that the religion would somehow make them not poor. The philanthropist Adeline Cooper, with help from Lord Shaftesbury, bought a pub in Devil's Acre and converted it into a school for the orphans who populated the area. Oops. For all this effort, it was the establishment of the London sewer system that contributed most to the gentrification of rewind. The gentrification of Devil's Acre. The sewer system helped drain the marshy water from the neighbourhood, which suddenly made the land desirable to real estate developers. Victoria Street was created to cut through Devil's Acre, and residents were displaced into newly built social housing. Oh, I really should read these when they come up. I never noticed, though. The 8 houses, long since demolished, that made up Richmond Terrace, were built in 1822 by George Harrison, the architect, not the Liverpudlian sitar enthusiast. They were opulent, Greek-influenced homes designed to attract only the elite of London homeowners. All 8 homes were bought and occupied by 1825. One of the first 8 homeowners, former Secretary of State William Huskisson, achieved some unfortunate fame as the first widely publicised case of death from being hit by a train in 1830. At least he was the first. Imagine being the second. Another homeowner, Sir Robert Farquhar, that always makes me laugh, Farquhar, makes me think of Shrek. Lord Farquhar was a member of Parliament who served as the Governor of Mauritius. The 8th house was purchased by the General Board of Health in 1850 and became their main office. St James's Park. I might stop reading some of these and play and then come back to them. I'll just finish this one. Before there was a park and a palace, there was a hospital, dating as far back as 1267. St James's Hospital specialised in treating female lepers. The patients worked on the marshy land around the hospital as part of their treatment, primarily raising hogs for the hospital to sell. Not often the hospital is funded by pork. King Henry VIII acquired the land in 1532 to use as a hunting ground, making St James's Park the oldest of London's royal parks. While Henry VIII used the park to hunt, Queen Elizabeth hosted lavish parties in the park. King James invested in the park, adding gardens and a menagerie of exotic animals. As the English Civil War came to a close, King Charles made his final procession from St James to Whitehall Palace, where his execution awaited him. Charles II was the last monarch to take care of St James's Park for some time. When he died, the park gained a reputation for criminal activity and prostitution. John Wilmot, the libertine Earl of Rochester, wrote a poem called A Ramble in St James's Park, which describes the unsavoury happenings in the park in graphic detail. I've read it. Definitely not safe for work, and it's rare you can say that about poetry. Indeed. It's not too long. Here's some train history for you adrenaline junkies. As railway stations were built around the city, Westminster became a desired location for the competing railways to control. In the end, Victoria Station was built in 1862 and made up of 2 units run by 2 different companies. The Western unit was owned and run by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway, while the Eastern unit was operated by the London, Chatham and Dover Railway. Each had its own entrance and was inaccessible from the other side. In Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, Jack claims that he was found as a baby in a basket in Victoria Station, insisting that he was found on the Brighton side, implying a social superiority associated with the Brighton station. This perception of the 2 stations is supported by the fact that the Brighton station featured an elaborate 300-room hotel called the Grosvenor, while the Chatham station had no adornments or additional buildings attached to it. Details like that are very important to babies. Wellington Barracks. Oh, no, I don't think that's... I need to figure out where those secrets are. The Wellington Barracks were built by Sir Francis Smith and Philip Hardwicke in 1838, and since that time it has been the home of the most senior regiment of the British Infantry, the Grenadier Guards. Lovely chaps. The length of the barracks runs between Queen Anne's Gate and Buckingham Gate. The building is also home to the Royal Military Chapel, which was destroyed in 1944 during a German blitz on London. It was rebuilt in the 1960s and is at present the only military chapel remaining in all of London. facts. 2 seconds, I forgot to share. Ta-da! Done. Alright, so I must refresh my memory on Iris persica, a message. There are more than 30 species of iris. I'm not sure if all these facts are true, but I'm going to assume they are and find it interesting. A message. There are more than 30 species of iris, both bulbous and with other roots. From their brilliant and diversified colours, resembling those of the rainbow, these beautiful flowers have been named after the messenger of the gods. It is well known that the fair Iris was the bearer of good news only. The Queen, the German Empress, and royal party. Present day. Location, right, subject Perotto Calderon, 1 of 4, 1498, Agnadello. My order keeps an artifact in Agnadello, one with powers I cannot explain. If it can heal my child, I will travel any distance. I will need a horse, but I cannot return to the convent to retrieve my own. I pull a soldier from his saddle and challenge him for his mount. I choose a dangerous victim. This man is skilled with a longsword. I take a note of the man's armour and exploit his weaknesses. A swift boot to his crotch drops his guard. We lock blades and he pushes me to the ground. I barely dodge his next move by throwing dirt into his eyes. We are starting to draw a crowd. I must end this soon. He parries my attack and returns with a thrust to my chest. I spin, yet he manages to draw blood. The soldier is my equal, but my desperate tactics best him. I take his horse and return for my son. Someday I will repay Gila's kindness, but first I must finish what I have started. I secure my child and set out for Agnadello. I'm probably saying that wrong. Right, so that's those bits done, but I needed to find out where I still had secrets left to do. Westminster. Right, so we've got one left in Westminster. I really do need to look out for... So it's on a balcony. I recognise that building and I can't think which one it is. Hopefully we'll just sort of end up going by it. And there's a building with a Union Jack on the corner. Remember that. And there's that one. Okay, so there's just 2 left to get, and then I can get my outfit. Where am I anyway? I'm not in the right area at all. What's this? Duleep Singh memories. A good shop. Oh yeah, I've got new memories. I downloaded the other stuff. I think that other... It's either along this road. Let's go there and see. Let's just go there and see. Somewhere where beef eaters will be stationed. I'm not sure if they are beef eaters. There's 2 different things. No, I don't think they are. I think I've got them muddled up. Now I need to check. Easier to check when you can actually find Google. Oh, the Grenadier Guards. Which I just read and I should have known that. Honestly. I don't feel like I want to be in the grounds, but... No, I don't want to be here though. I'm leaving. I promise. Where was I supposed to be looking? Okay, just follow the road. Follow the road. The type of music just makes me think of Christmas music. I don't know if I've watched too many adaptations of A Christmas Carol or something. I suppose the Victorians kind of invented the modern Christmas in a way. Or what we know as Christmas celebrations. I will come back for that. I just need to find this other secret of London. Maybe not. I really thought it was going to be down here. I was mistaken. Oh, I don't think so. 18 out of 30?
I owe you one. Tough.
Tough. It's definitely not down here then. Why are you... Why? You didn't do anything. No. I'm not really sure why I'm being skewed. Probably 1 out of 50. Quite a few there. I'm not really sure what just happened there. I don't really know why I got anything. 44 out of 50. Right, now I've ended up so far away from where I wanted to be.
That's it. Gotta go. There you go. Move it! Easy.
What was the building that it was near? Secrets. No, it wasn't that one, was it? It's the Buckingham one. Right, that's not the main entrance. It's near the park. So let's go back to the
Easy.
parky bit. Oh, no.
Come on. There you are. There you go.
What's this all about? I was getting bored.
This is frustrating me now. Well, you know, surely I would. Because that's like the main gates. I would have recognised the main gates, definitely.
Possibly. It makes every difference.
This it? By a post box, wasn't it? There it is. There's one more to get. Oh, so just this one. Very frustrating.
Got a problem here. Right! Stop this! Keep her busy! Keep at her! Knock your block off!
Won't let me do triple kill. Fine. Just wanted this. Where is it? Oh, of course it is.
Get hold of yourself, old fella. You're not supposed to be Get her! Plum case! Isn't Christmas already but mine, crispy lovelies? You're making my mouth slow.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was gonna fall. What a weird noise. That's funny. Oh no, not high enough. Bong. Where next? Alright, so I just gotta look for a corner building with a Union Jack. Let's get the illustration. That away. I don't like it when the areas to kind of get through are so big. Very itchy nose again. So illustration, no, stop. Right, child liberation, I think this is, isn't it? So, let's actually look at the objectives this time. I did not yesterday. Oops. Oh no. Saw me.
Aha! I will shoot her down! She ain't here. I'll find you. She was here. Where's she now? Where'd she get to now? Shit. I need a soldier. Stay right where you are! I know you there. There's no point hiding like a coward. What's going on? Need help? Back at me. Crying out loud, I told you to stay with me. What happened here? Who knows what happened here? Well,
Someone's been killed! Killed! Look at that!
where's she gone now?
Curious. Found a body.
She was right here, wasn't she?
Murder! Bloody murder! Here! Help!
Stop!
Someone help! There's a killer about!
Murderer!
Oh, move away.
Dead as a doornail. Murderer! Murderer! What's in heaven's name? Oh, man! Stay away, don't come near. Some woman sneaked in! Look at the coppers!
Ow. Oh my word. Free all children and do not trigger the alarm.
Look sharp. I will be back.
Thank you, miss. What's wrong? You're ridiculous. Spot a bother over there. Spot. Wonder what happened.
Oh, it's down there.
Woman there! Come back here! There, you
She won't hold out much longer.
You'll be singing a different tune once I'm through.
Always bleeding soldiers.
I'll be right back.
Thanks for the help, lady. They'll see you there, miss.
Don't kill me! She's an intruder!
I am.
Hush now. Don't worry.
You got me!
Please let me go. I think. What's happening?
Yes.
I'm coming over there, and you'll be sorry I did.
You dead mate!
All too common a sight these days.
Fuck.
I just had these trousers clean. Everyone's gonna think I'm a tramp. Mate, fair look at 'em.
Get out! Listen, get out for a pan. Get up to wherever you want.
Hopefully we'll come across the building with the other secret. Oh, goodness. Oh. I need to find... what do I need? Can't remember what I was trying to say.
Stop this!
I'll call the police.
Stop at once,
Just
I
you
say.
watch. Police!
Get out of here! Ratty! Ratty, I say! Go on, shoot! Shoot!
now. Boys, take your god!
We're back at the palace again. No. Where am I? Wellington Barracks, right. No. Montague. Maybe it's Richmond Terrace. Oh, here we go. I'm going a really ridiculous way about this. Might as well go there now. Templar Hunt, Beatrice Gribble. Okay. What a name, Beatrice Gribble.
They've done nothing. In their entire existence, those rich women have done nothing. And yet they believe themselves entitled to everything. I've got a shot at her! Don't strike until you see an opening! I will eat you alive! We're entering the line of sight. Ready for fire?
Do that again now. I think I might leave it there tonight. I can't. I'm not very focused. Actually, I do want to do the secrets, so I'm just going to go over here and see if it's Richmond Terrace where the other one is. I can do that one again.
Well, that's very nice of you, dear, but it
Guessing this is up a tree. Oh, excuse me. There we go.
Hello, hello, hello.
Ah. I know where it is now. Oh, sorry. There it is, yep. It was Richmond Terrace. Ooh, let's go get it. Where's the... Ah, there it is. Right, so now, to get the secret, we need to go over here. So... Oh, we fast travelled to the train, we'll be quite close. Oh no, that's even closer, okay. Got like itchy cheeks. Weirdest thing. I've run out of coffee as well, so it's good timing. sure I just stepped on someone's head.
Not dead yet, I hope.
Apologies. Overkill. Yes.
I don't suppose they've got another suit back there, do you? That one looks a bit tight for me.
And you would look a right tit in it.
Evie.
That was funny. The Aegis. Nice. The garments of Minerva, member of the first civilization? Question mark. It's believed Minerva wore this protective outfit while in combat. There's a reason people believe she was the goddess of war. Oh, I'm so gonna wear it. So cool. Ta-da! That's those done. Database, encyclopedia, collectibles, pressed flowers, an enemy hepatica, forsaken. An enemy was a nymph beloved by Zephyr. Flora, jealous of her, banished her from the court and transformed her into a flower that blows before the return of spring. Zephyr has abandoned this unhappy beauty to the rude caresses of Boreas, who, unable to gain her love, harshly shakes her, half opens her blossoms and causes her immediately to fade. Strawberry. Fragaria monophila. Monophila? Perfection. This humble plant delights in the shelter of our woods and covers the borders with that delicious fruit which belongs to anyone who pleases to gather it. Illustration 42. A picture sale in Paris. Ooh. Illustration 50. The Tower. 7th day of June, 1915. Royal Correspondence. October the 14th, 1867. From the Queen's Journal. General Grey asked to see me when I came in and said he was sorry to alarm me, but must show me a telegram from Mr. Hardy reporting that the Mayor of Manchester had informed him, having the news from a reliable source, that the Fenians had said they meant to try and seize me here, and was starting today or tomorrow. Too foolish. Mr. Hardy added that special precautions should be taken, so General Grey asked to be allowed to send at once for a detachment of troops from Aberdeen, the 93rd Highlanders, to be placed at Abergeldy, but letting it appear as if it were for tomorrow's ceremony, he has also asked for additional police. It's a reedy one. I knew we were being chased, but I had hoped for more time. We have only made it as far as Firenze, but I will have to stop to plan an ambush. Alexander's men will be here soon. I leave my horse in an alcove and bring my son to hide in the forest, my bow ready. The baby cries. I put an arrow through the back of one man's head before he can turn to face me. One of the soldiers, probably their leader, has remained on his horse. I shoot an arrow into its flank. The beast hurls its rider from its saddle and tramples him. They return fire. I hear arrows rip through the foliage around me, but none manage to come close enough to worry me. My arrow goes wide. I correct my aim and follow-up hits. At first I believe I've missed my mark, but my arrow has nearly buried itself in my target. The rest of Alexander's hunting party turns tail. I have spooked them, but for how long? I am back on the road immediately, pushing my horse hard. Dramatic. And there I shall leave it for today. But that is a very cool outfit. I'm not sure I like the whole holographic effect, but still. Let's get out the sewers. Right. Okay, that's me for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back again soon.